for all the wonderful employees that make this a great place to work and live. Please watch over our families as we're away, and we ask for these favors and blessings in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thanks, Commissioner. Thank you, Sean. Okay. We'll go ahead and, you guys had a chance to look over the minutes?
I have. I would make a motion that we approve the minutes from May 6th and the special meeting on May 13th.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Scott, second by Commissioner Summers. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any future agenda items, former agenda items?
Just the one that Marna just put on, probably about the fair book, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, just for the record, we're going to send out an RFP just to have those that want to, I guess, have a chance at doing the fair book. We can kind of evaluate it and go from there to make it fair for everyone.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Again.
Any fire issues? We're good. Emergency management issues? I didn't see
Mark's not
Mark here, so we must be good, or else he'd be here. Commissioner, you want to go over the health department stuff with the COVID-19?
The numbers from the state look really well compared to other states in the country. We've had just over 177,000 tested as of yesterday, with 7,518 positive cases. So the state is still running around a 4% positive rate. Here in the Bear River Health Department region, we are doing even better. We have had, I can't remember the exact number of cases. I got a test the other day. It was close to 5,000 just in our region. And we've only got 89 total cases. But the number that they gave us was around 1.65 was positive. And so I can't remember the exact number of tests. That may be a high number. They are doing antigen tests, antibody tests now. ARUP is offering those. I know that the entire Cache County Sheriff's Department was going to do those. They talked about doing that with our department as well. Yeah, the nice thing about that is it lets our deputies know and staff, hey, I've already been exposed. I'm testing positive for the antigens, but as asymptomatic. And so it gives us a good benchmark of where the virus has been and if people had any exposure. We've had 25 total cases in the county, 3 hospitalized. The best news is 17 out of the 25 have already recovered. And so we're really fortunate there. We did move from orange to yellow. The next one would be green, and green is the new normal, whatever new normal means. Some people say, look, we haven't had any cases, so we really didn't need to do any of this. It was a total overreach. I think it's probably someplace in the middle. I think if we hadn't done some of the distancing and some of the measures that were taken, we would have had a much higher spread. We're seeing that in some of these areas where they've had super spread events, and 50 to 100 people have been infected from one event. So it's been an inconvenience, but I think we've learned a lot, and we're doing well.
Okay, thank you. I just want to give a shout out or thank you to many of the different department heads and different ones. Cody for getting helping get the courthouse ready to open. Mark Millett's been phenomenal on getting us information and coordinating our meetings so that we can have the information we need to keep the county running and be able to perform things. The Sheriff's Department, everybody have been great through this kind of weird episode. And I think, not kind of knowing we're kind of going blind through it. I think we've done a pretty good job, and so I just wanted to say thank you to all those all the department heads and all of you for the great work you've been doing for the county. So we'll go ahead and move on. Unless do you guys have anything else?
No, I was just gonna tell everybody, I think we appreciate everybody that just stayed working and kept going with the healthcare facilities and for everything else that's happened along the way, that we were part of the trucking industry thing, that they actually opened up some different things so the truckers could keep going, because people were afraid of being able to stop and go. But you know, I live right below 84, and it seemed to me like that the trucks actually got busier during this, being able to get everything to and from the spaces that they were supposed to. So the farmers and manufacturing and everything that we've been able to keep going. I think the lieutenant governor's call yesterday said it will be one of 3 states that actually never hit 10% unemployment. And that's pretty amazing that we were at 2%, and with all this happening, we're not gonna hit 10%. So I got a phone call at noon with the White House, and I'm expecting them to give us some more information on trying to keep opening up. They do have a vaccine. They say they're skipping a bunch of stuff. They've had trials, human trials that have looked good. So they're thinking instead of 18 months to 2 years, they could have one, you know, hopefully by this fall for a vaccine. So that was good news also.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And you also mentioned the administrative session about we missed out on the 151st celebration of the Golden Spike, but hopefully next year we can have a big celebration and enjoy the 152nd. So,
Yep.
Kind of a weird time. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on. Scott, you're up with the Collinston Ranchette Phase 5.
All right, we brought one today.
That's kind of unlike you.
So,
So what do you think the census is gonna be when we come out of the census in 2020? With all the stuff you guys have done?
that's a good question. I don't know.
Oh, thanks. Okay. I'm saying we're close to 60,000.
Yeah. All right, Collinston Ranchettes Phase 5. This phase is 9 lots. It's located on Highway 38 in the Collinston area, approximately 13,800 north. The zoning is RR2, so each lot is 2 acres in size or larger, and all of these are just over 2 acres in size. They access off of Highway 38. They have their UDOT permit in place for those access points, and it has been reviewed and approved by all applicable county departments except for the county attorney. So once Steve has a chance to look at it, then we should be good to go. So
basically we just approve it pending his review.
that would be my request. Is usually he just takes a look at it against the title report and makes sure, you know, everything's in line. And I've done that, so on this one there really shouldn't be any issues. So yeah, my request would be that it is approved subject to his review.
Okay, you guys have any questions?
I don't.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we approve the, Collinston Ranchette Phase 5.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Summers, second by Commissioner Scott. All in favor?
Hey,
Oh.
Commissioner.
Yeah, we could.
Oh, subject to,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, thanks, Marta. And even after you told me that,
will-
subject to the attorney's office review.
I'll second that
pending
amended
review.
motion.
All right, I have a motion by Commissioner Summers, a second by Commissioner Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks for catching us, Marla.
She's used to it.
Okay, looks like we're up to Bill, the road department.
I want to know if you really think I'm going to be able to see that.
I know, we're gonna have to zoom in on that one to get that. Should we go over the asphalt bids first?
Yeah. Are they in the stack here?
Yeah. So yesterday at 2 p.m., we had a public bid opening, and these were the results of.
That's it?
That is it. Yep, that's the one I will be going over. So within this bid packet, we have a section A,
Very nice.
which defines the 3 small paving projects along 20,000 North and also 5900 West. So that is section A of the bid document that we'll be going through. Section B is the South Willard subdivision sealing, going over the asphalt and doing a sealing project in Millennial Heights. And the product that we specified in that document was onyx. And section C is the historic courthouse parking lot resealing project. And that product that we specified for the courthouse is HA5. So we will go over those bids right now. First bid opened was Advanced Paving. They came in and they only bid on section A, which is the paving, at $173,451.00. Second bid was Consolidated Paving, and they only bid on section A at $154,855.24. Third bid opened was Holbrook, and they only bid on section C at $17,152.05. Fourth bidder was LeGrand Johnson, which bid all 4 sections of the bid document. Section A, they bid $128,756.18. Section B, they bid $30,402.89. Section C, they bid $17,152.05. Fifth bid opened was M&M Asphalt, and they only bid on section B at $21,401.03. Sixth bid was Morgan Paving. They bid on sections A and B. Section A, they came in at $164,186.59. Section B was $30,402.89. Seventh bid was Staker Parsons. They bid all 3 sections. Section A, they came in at $130,637.40. Section B was $30,441.05. Section C was $20,690.60. The 8th bid was Post Asphalt. They bid all 3 sections also. Section A was $168,815.60. Section B was $29,763.80. Section C was $18,189. The final bid opened was PR Paving, and they only bid section A for $140,563.25. Out of all of those bids that we went through, taking consideration the 3 main companies that bid all 3 sections, LeGrand Johnson came in at the low bid on that. Some of the other low bids on, for instance, the Millennial Heights ceiling and also the courthouse, they did not. They were supposed to pre-approve any other products besides our specifications 72 hours prior to the bid letting, which those 2 low bids did not submit a alternate specification to equal their product. Looking through the bids right now, our engineering firm, Jones & Associates, Brent Slater, and myself would like to give a recommendation to award contract to LeGrand Johnson to do all 3 sections of the bid document. That way the county would only be managing 1 contract and 1 contractor, and it would be a cost savings in that regard also. And they are specifying exactly the materials that we put down for the ceiling projects.
Does any of these get the county discount since how many of them are actually in the county? I mean, is that in consideration?
That was in consideration. Staker Parsons would be the second lowest bid. I believe the cost difference was apparently, I believe it's close to $1,800 difference. Our county policy specifies that we can take the local vendor if it's within 5% without going over $1,500.
Okay.
So in this instance, we would be following our county policy by awarding to LeGrand Johnson.
So you think it's worth the $9,000 more for that middle section to take to LeGrand for all three?
Most
Because-
definitely.
Because they didn't approve the product that they want to
Okay.
use.
And the other thing is I worry about the
approved
company that specified the product, the exact specification, giving any
Okay.
legal notice to us.
That's what we were
my question
wondering.
too. Is it worth the difference? So, okay.
Okay.
Because that's 30% lower, so chances are it's not the same
We're
product
not
that you're
going to
looking
get
for.
the same end product in the end, correct?
All right,
That makes sense.
very
All
good.
right.
I would make a motion that we award the paving contract for these three projects together to LeGrand Johnson.
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Scott, second by Commissioner Summers. All in favor?
Aye.
Could we also maybe do a motion to award, approve contract with the attorney's office approving? Right now, we have a contract with, proposed from Jones and Associates for LeGrand Johnson, but it hasn't went through the attorney's office yet for final clarification, but
So you want to
That'd be
amend that
possible.
motion? Or just make a new one?
Probably a separate one. That was just for the engineering work
Jones and Associates, huh?
on these different projects.
no, that would, we would give them a notice of award, but we also need to sign contract to do the work with Jones and, with LeGrand Johnson, sorry.
Oh, okay, that's what I was confused. You kept saying
Pending
Jones.
the
Okay.
attorney's office, going through the contract agreement and making sure. It's boilerplate of what we've done in years past. We've used Jones's agreement, but this would be just making a motion to enter into the work agreement with LeGrand Johnson pending the attorney's office.
Okay. We don't have a contract number on that, do we?
Give me one. What it will be.
Okay.
What's that?
20-36.
I would make a motion that we approve contract number 20-36 for the work through Jones and through LeGrand Johnson for this project pending the county attorney's review.
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Scott, second by Commissioner Summers. All in favor?
Aye.
Our next item up is we advertised out for requests for proposals for gravel pits in the Grouse Creek area. Currently, we have a BLM pit that is pretty much playing out. We don't have the capacity within that pit to further our fall projects that we'd like to do on the South Main Road. So we advertised in the local paper for 2 weeks, and we had one proposal returned back to the county. It was from Cody Kimber of Grouse Creek on a 15-acre parcel of property that has alluvial gravel deposits in that area that would work fairly well for our project. We've taken a look at it. His proposal is for 85 cents per ton royalty. They would also like 1,500 tons of road base made for their use. And there's also a specification of reject rock off the grizzly bars, but we would have to negotiate that out because I would like to plan on taking the reject rock and crushing and making chips to do the asphalt chipping within Grouse Creek while we're there. So at this time, I would like to get a motion or request a motion to allow staff to carry forward in negotiations of a contract with Cody Kimber on this proposal.
Was there anybody else that even came forward, or he was the only one that was
He was the only
interested?
one that submitted a request for proposal on it.
But that does save the county quite a bit of time and fuel and expense by the time that you have to come closer to I-15.
Most definitely would. I think the nearest other pit that we would look at being able to would be out on SR30, and it would be a considerable amount of more trucking and transportation to do what we need to do.
And that's not an reasonable cost per ton anyway, so, okay.
And then this is gonna help with stuff that we're taking off of the other two UDOT projects to help, like you said, with the chipping and things, that we'll be able to get some of that Grass Creek Road taken care of this year, so.
Most definitely, we'll be using this material to shoulder the new pavement or the recycled pavement. We have been told that Staker Parsons got the contract on not only SR 30 and 42, but also I-84. And I've requested if we were allowed to take 4,000 or 5,000 tons of recycling, that we take it off I-84. It'll be a better quality asphalt, and we're trying to arrange trucking to get it
Plus it'll
out
be
there.
closer. And that'll help with the drainage projects too, right?
Correct.
I think they invited us out to their meetings to personally go out there instead of via web, just so we could experience the
You
road.
could pick, yeah.
So, yeah, so we could see how it is, so, yeah. Oh, we appreciate your work.
That's awesome, and I think they're gonna appreciate it all. I'll make a motion that we approve the gravel contract with Cody Kimber pending your guys' instructions on the justifications
And also the,
and the attorney's office. Okay, sorry, I got you this time.
Would you accept a friendly amendment on that, Commissioner?
Yes, I would.
That we just do approve staff to continue negotiations on the contract terms?
I thought that's what I did, but I
Oh.
didn't think I said it that way. You
I
said
thought
it
I
a lot
heard
easier
approve the
than me.
contract.
Oh,
and I can bring
But
the final
I
contract back.
would
to the
accept that amended motion
Okay.
because it sounded a lot better than mine.
Okay,
I'll second it.
I have a motion by Commissioner Summers and a second by Commissioner Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks.
Thanks, sir.
All right.
That one's good.
Okay. All right. Sheriff, how are you?
Afternoon. How are you guys?
Good.
It's not afternoon for 3 more minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. I'm here to ask you to sign the contract with the state over bailiff and security contract. There's no changes in the contract, and in fact, the amount is exactly the same as last year, and it's split security, perimeter security, the front door, the basement, basically anything that's not in the courtroom, and then the bailiff, they split that out as anything in there while you're in there with the judge is how we count them. We're a little bit at the mercy of the legislature every year on the amount. You know, there's not a lot of negotiating to do, and frankly, with COVID going on, if we get the same as we did last year, I think we'd be lucky and be happy to have it. You know, I'm worried about this contract and the jail contract over the next couple of years as the state deals with its budget issues. But we've got the contract for the state coming in a week or two at the next meeting. But this one is same as last year, no changes to the contract.
Both the hours allotted and the hourly rate.
Yes.
When you guys keep track, do you know how many hours your staff actually put in up there versus what the state allots?
I don't know the answer to that exactly, but it's more. We obviously do more. We feel like we're doing more than the state
Yeah.
pays us for.
Okay, I see our good auditor back there nodding his head, so I think he's got those numbers. Those will be numbers that we'll want to grab from Mr. Cotter so that we can take those to the legislature again, as well as the reimbursement for state inmates. And hopefully, they were supposed to be raised, but I think everything's kind of off the table or being reviewed, so. Okay.
Did you have anything, Brian?
I was going to say, we've already reviewed it in our office, we're okay with the contract, it can be voted on without
Okay.
further review by the county attorney's office.
Okay.
Very good. I would make a motion that we approve the bailiff and security agreement 20-35.
Second that motion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Scott, second by Commissioner Summers. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you, Sheriff. All right, looks like we're up to Keith and Jenica. Just Keith? Okay.
Just me.
Keith, you're
that's
flying
right.
solo.
All right.
Let's see, this is a policy to amend our current IT policy. It adds in the security awareness and training, which is mandated by CJIS and FBI, and we just want to do it. Everyone should be familiar with it, but we just want to do it to keep protecting ourselves. We can buy equipment and lock things down, stuff all week, 8 ways from Tuesday, but if Stan opens the wrong email or clicks on the wrong thing,
Which I never do
which he never
anymore.
does, but if he did, we're done.
Anymore.
So
Why'd you name Stan?
this is all a way to besides comply with FBI and CJIS, just to help protect us.
Well, I know I enjoyed my security training
They're fun.
Sunday.
They only get better too, the longer. It has some provisions in it where it makes it mandatory, not just by me saying it's mandatory, but by policy it's mandatory, which helps us a little bit.
Well, we appreciate you keeping us out of trouble.
I would imagine that Johnny probably likes these kind of policies as well from a USIP standpoint.
Yeah, they provide them, and we take templates, like everybody's got them, so.
Okay.
Another sign of the times.
Yeah, your computer's about the most dangerous place you can be these days.
It's about the only place anybody's been these days.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd make a motion that we approve the security awareness and training. Does it have
Policy.
Just
just
policy.
policy? Okay.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Summers, second by Commissioner Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks.
Thanks, Keith. Okay, looks like Mitch.
Okay, Senate Bill 95 this last year with Senator Sandel and Representative Albrecht passed the legislature, and it, if we're going to take advantage of Senate Bill 95, we need to create a CED board, and that's what this resolution is for, is the creation of the CED board, which stands for the County Economic Development Board. The intent is to help, go after the three different areas of a grant program, which is business recruitment, development, and expansion, workforce training and development, and infrastructure and capital facilities improvement for business development. And what it does is it encourages us to have 5 members of a county, municipality, workforce development, private sector member, and a member of the public at large living in the county. Anyway, I don't know if you have any questions regarding the resolution specifically, or
This was just, in a nutshell, this was replacing the enterprise zone thing.
really it
program.
replaces the rural fast track grant and the BEAR program specifically. The enterprise zone will probably phase out, but yeah.
Okay.
And just so you know, we're only approving the board, we're not approving the bylaws. That has to go through.
Right.
You appoint the committee, we present that to them
Yeah.
first, they do it, and then it will come before you, so.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So we need a motion to approve, be able to approve advisory board, the forming of the advisory board? Or we go ahead and list the board and approve the board and the people on it in the same motion?
I think you can if you're ready.
Well, we've got letter C or whatever is the names, if you wanted
Yeah, should we?
to do them two separate.
We combine, do we need to do A and C separately, or are they?
I would think you'd need 2 different motions.
Okay.
Okay.
Create it and then one to appoint.
Okay,
I would make a motion that we create the County Economic Development Board by resolution number 20-07.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Scott, second by Commissioner Summers. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And we'll hold off on B for now. So,
So does that have to come back after the board then approves it?
Yes,
Come back to the commission?
because
Okay.
they have to do their own bylaws, and then the county commission can approve their bylaws once they.
Perfect.
Once they've adopted them.
so we'll move on to item C then.
So just table that one until
Yeah.
further notice. See, I'm on it.
Do you need a motion to table it?
No,
Okay.
just ask her to table.
Okay. We'll put that one off then. And on C, Mitch, do you want to just read off the names of the board members that we've?
It's funny because I gave you the copy.
Oh, yeah, I do have that here. Here, I'll let you, well,
Lyle Holmgren,
yeah, we got Lyle
representing
Holmgren.
the cities. Go ahead.
It's the cities, myself with the county. Corbett Austin is a private for storm bowling. Norm Fukui in private. And Eden Johnson with workforce. And Malone Mulgard with public. And Dean Stokes was public. So those are the members that we've proposed to be on the board. Any questions?
No?
Have they been contacted at this point, or are they just kind
They've
of
all been
brainstormed?
contacted and said they'd be
All willing
willing
to serve?
to do it.
And you have to have at least 5, but
We
Nothing wrong with
picked-
7.
We picked a couple extra just in case some, 1 or 2 is missing, then we can still conduct business, do what we need to do.
no, I think this is a good representation, a good cross-section of the whole county. You got ag, you got finance, you got legal, construction, so,
It's a good board.
cool.
I'd make a motion we approve the names to create the CED board.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Summers, second by Commissioner Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks for your work on that, Mitch.
Hey, the only thing I was gonna say, Mitch, is I was on a phone call this morning with UAC, and there are other people out throughout the state that are not only using this board, but they're also taking access of the UAC economic development. So they can basically go northern Utah, if anybody else is interested in some of these projects, that they'd be able to maybe pool funds to be able to do other things. So they were just gonna say, when this thing is taken care of, make sure UAC knows, when your meeting is, and those guys can be able to maybe help you do some other projects inside of that, so.
Okay, thanks, Mitch. All right. Looks like we've got our warrant registered. Jenica?
Ooh, Cayenne will fall. I don't know if did I ever sign the other one?
The other one's just my signature.
Okay. There's Jeff Scott.
Let's see. Yeah, you don't need to sign that one. We'll see. Almost missed the other signature. There we go. All right.
Cool right now in here.
Yeah,
What's
it
that?
did.
She's getting pretty chilly.
73?
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it says.
It's colder now.
I'm just glad we figured out how to turn it from heat to cool.
Yeah. We were struggling there for a minute.
If you push enough buttons, good things happen.
That's right.
Good thing I wasn't there, it turned to heat.
Okay, so Jenica, you don't have a closed session then? Do you guys have anything for a closed session, Brian?
We have, and I don't know how this is done, but we have Steve asked me to do this, we have a volunteer at our office, and he said he wanted your approval. It's approved on that, so it's just done.
That was one of the PAs or the volunteers? Okay.
Okay,
All right.
I didn't know that was warrant registered personnel and everything else, I guess it all got thrown into one lot. She's
Okay.
great, our biggest problem is finding something for her to do, because the courts are largely closed, and,
Yeah.
Plus, there's no more crime or anything going on anyway, right?
No,
Yeah, they asked everybody to stop during this.
Well, I got a couple of
They did, right?
smiles.
So, okay, that's approved. Yeah, we don't have anything.
Okay,
I'd make one final motion then.
all right.
Adjournment?
Second.
I have motion by Commissioner Scott, second by Commissioner Summers. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Did you
Aye.
aye?
Aye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.